Okay, Mr. Chen, 3 minutes.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I'm so pleased to represent the Toronto District School Board tonight. My name is Shaun Chen. I'm the Vice Chair of the Board and Trustee for Scarborough Rouge River. We all know that we work very closely with the city and with the province to develop programs and services to serve young people and children across the city. And we want to continue that partnership with the city and with the province to develop a really strong program moving forward and a long-term strategy to address the needs of children in our city. We know firsthand how difficult budget decisions are, and we know that you're considering many options as we move forward in this budget discussion. We're here today because we believe that cuts to student nutrition programs, to pools, to access to recreation programs will hurt the students, particularly those that are most vulnerable in our system. These measures will have a significant impact on student health and the well-being of families and communities across the city. On pools, the proposal is to cut aquatic programs in 7 out of 33 TDSB-owned pools. The city will save about $1 million. But in addition to cutting affordable recreation opportunities for students, these programs also teach children how to be safe in the water. We just heard from the chief coroner that between May and September 2010, there were 89 drownings in the city. The reality is that with a budget determined by the province, the city simply cannot afford to absorb the $1.2 million pressure that this will result in our operating budget. On student nutrition programs, the committee is considering a 10% budget cut to programs for 2012 to 13. Almost half of 260,000 students in our system live in poverty, and more than half of these students depend on the nutrition programs in our schools. And we know from research, from experience, that there is a direct relationship between nutrition, student achievement, and health. And we do well with the money that the city gives us. It costs us approximately $1 to provide a student with a healthy, well-balanced breakfast. The city is an important partner, and we want to make sure that we continue to work with you so that kids come to school and are well-nourished to learn. On recreation programs, the city runs 32 programs in the TDSB. Our agreement involves over 144,000 square foot of space in our schools. And suspending programs in 11 of these schools will have a significant impact on our communities. That withdrawal represents over 1/3 of the programs that the city operates. And of these 11 sites, 6 of them are deeply embedded within the schools, meaning that they are community hubs. That's what full-service schools are all about. And one of the schools, Thistletown, is exclusively leased to the city for parks and recreation programs. In summary, I just want to say that we value the partnership we have with the city. We want to continue to work together. We know you have difficult decisions, but I hope that you will make your decision keeping in mind the children and youth in our city. They are very important, and our partnership is there to support their success. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Trustee. Thank you, Councillor Doucette.
Thank you for coming out. You're aware that the city is having or considering cutting daytime hours to 10 arenas. And I believe that a lot of Toronto District School Board schools, teams use those arenas. Would you better get me the names of the schools which use those 10 arenas? I'm having a hard time getting that.
I'll be happy to look into that.
And my next quick question is, were you a trustee in 2008 when we were fighting to keep the 33 TDSB pools open?
Yes, I was.
So you would have experienced how determined parents, staff can be to get revenue into the pools.
Absolutely.
So what I'd like to say to you is those 7 pools, we need revenue. Whether the city keeps it or it comes back to TDSB, we need revenue. And as a councillor of one of those pools, I'm determined to get that for all 7 pools. We are working together. We'll work hard. So we need your help. Will you help us?
Thank you. The TDSB is fully behind you. In fact, we have invested millions of dollars into those pools based on funding from the provincial government. So we've repaired them. We've gotten them up to code. They're ready to serve the kids. And without the money for programming, we're going to have to...
But not these 7.
Thank you,
these
Trustee.
7s weren't
Thank you,
fixed by that
Councillor
money.
Doucette.
But we'll work
Councillor
together.
Davis.
My understanding is My understanding is that we are negotiating a new agreement for pools with the TDSB. And there has been criticism in the past from the city that the costs that you've charged us were not the incremental costs, but full, broadly defined costs, and that you gave a new rate to the community-based programs that were going to, that permitted space. Will you be looking at reducing the cost per pool in this new agreement?
So
Is
currently,
it likely that will happen?
well, the Toronto Lands Corporation is our arm's-length organization that is working with the city to develop a new letter of memorandum moving forward. We've had the partnership for 3 years, and I know that those discussions are ongoing. Nothing's been finalized, and we hope that with the support of the city and the programs you operate, that we can make it
Because-
more efficient for both our organizations.
Because if the cost per pool were reduced, it might be that we could have more pools.
Okay, Councillor.
My final question,
No. No final question. Okay. Thank you, Councillor Parker.
Thank you for your presentation today. The student nutrition program, we've heard that the real estate agents in Toronto contribute to that program. Are you aware of any other professional groups that contribute to the student nutrition program?
We have many partnerships that are developed, and donations are received through Toronto Foundation for Student Success. They're a charity of the Toronto District School Board. So there are many other organizations, and I don't have a list of all of them at this time.
Does the teachers union contribute?
I believe, yes, I know that the QP 4400 does.
Who are they?
They are the union representing education workers in the TDSB.
The staff, the office staff.
Right. For example, our caretakers are EAs, our school secretaries.
So the caretakers and the school secretaries are contributing.
They are one of the unions that I'm aware of, correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Ford.
In your opinion, and I asked just the staff there the other day about the student nutrition program that I support. I think it's a great program, but there's more efficient ways of delivering that and buying in bulk and sharing synergies. And what I understand from people that actually work in the program and I've talked to over the year, they aren't buying in bulk. They're going to the local metro or the local Loblaws and buying. Wouldn't you think if we put a program together and we buy bulk, it'd go a lot further than how we're purchasing right now?
It's certainly...
No, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't accurate, 75%. What they said is they buy in bulk. They do buy some in bulk, but they don't buy it all in bulk.
I think that's certainly something we can look into in terms of improving efficiency. I know that many of the nutrition coordinators do buy in bulk. They work with other nutrition coordinators to pool their resources and make the best bang for their buck.
Sorry, I got 2 seconds. Corporate sponsors, too. You need corporate sponsors to get involved. Thank you.
Councillor Lee.
There was a report in the papers today that if we were to remove the agreement, that the cost of childcare for the parents will be going up by $500 to $1,000. What is the agreement that? Why does it end up costing so much?
Because currently the school board charges the child care operators a lower rate than it would normally charge other organizations using our schools. So, and that's made possible based on the subsidy the city provides. If the subsidy were to be removed, we would end up having to add an additional $6.50 per square feet.
What is the rate of subsidy that we will provide?
$6.50 per square feet. And as a result, we anticipate that those child care operators will pass on that increased cost to users, i.e. to parents and children in the system and across the city.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Chen.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, point of order, I suppose. I'm told that we have a deputy at number